Welcome back to another Habs Nation video. Today we talk about the news for the Montreal Canadiens, following by another update for the month of January. Then we have the big W of the Montreal on the road versus the team Utah. Finally, I'm going to talk about the offensive side of the game for the Montreal Canadiens in the last couple of weeks. First of all, Emil Henneman is going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks with an injury. It's happening not on the ice, but on the street when he got hit by a car in Utah. Unfortunately for him, after a great year so far with 10 goals with the Montreal Canadiens, is going to be out of the lineup. We'll see if the Montreal Canadiens are going to call up a player for the Laval Rocket in the next couple of days. Mac Bureau, ex-Montreal Canadien, got hired for the remaining of the season as an assistant coach in charge about the face-off for the Habs. And then we have some kind of rumor negotiation between Jake Evans and the Montreal Canadiens. Look like the offer of the Montreal Canadiens is a 4-year deal at $3.5 million. We'll see if this news is going to be out in the next couple of weeks by the Montreal Canadiens and by Jake Evans. And finally, my last news about David Rebacker. Rebacker is back on the ice, lonely and starting to skating. This is good news for Rebacker. Of course, this is just the beginning of his rehabilitation on the ice. It will take many weeks before he's going to be ready and recovery at 100%. But we'll see what could happen with Laval Rocket if ever they go deep in the playoff of the American Hockey League, if Rebacker could join the Laval Rocket. Now for my second news about another update for the month of January for the Montreal Canadiens with a W against the team Utah by the score of 5-3. That gave Montreal Canadiens a record of 4-1-1 since the beginning of the month of January. We know the goal is 7 wins and 14 games. Keep the Montreal Canadiens in the mix. Right now in the standing, in the Atlantic Division, they are 6, and the Eastern Conference 10, and finally 19 in the NHL standing, and they are 2 points behind the Columbus Blue Jackets for the wild card spot number 8. Montreal Canadiens played last night against the team Utah, a big W for the Montreal Canadiens on the road by a score of 5-3. First of all, Montreal Canadiens in the last 10 games are the number 1 in the NHL with a record of 8-0 on the road. The last 20 games, Montreal Canadiens have a record of 13-6-1. Montembeault was seated between the pipe. He faced 14 shots during the first period, gave only 1 goal, and his save percentage yesterday was .923. He is one of the reasons Montreal Canadiens got the W yesterday. Lane Hutson, his second game of the season with 3 points, with 3 assists for the Montreal Canadiens. What a great game for the number 48. He has right now 35 points since the beginning of the season. The second line, the best game of the season with 4 points, 3 goals, 1 assist, and +7 for Dak Newhook and Patrick Laine. Dak scored 2 goals, 7 and 8 of the season. Dak has 6 goals in his last 8 games, and Patrick Laine scored his first goal of the season at 5 versus 5. 10 goals for him in 16 games. Cole Caulfield continues performing, scored his 24 goal of the season with 2 points, 42 points, and 43 games for Caulfield now. And finally, the defensemen have 7 points yesterday, 3 Hutson, 2 Madison. What a great goal by Mike Madison on breakaway. And finally, Alex Carrier got 2 assists with the Montreal Canadiens. And finally, for that game, we have to talk about a resilient team. Again, they bounce back after they trailed 2 times by 1 goal and take the lead 3-2. The end of the second period, Montreal finished with a score of 5-3. And this is a team believe in themselves. This is a team more mature, patient team, wait for the opportunity by opponent team make mistake. And that's the reason yesterday they win against the team Utah. Montreal Canadiens right now are going to be back on the ice Thursday night in Dallas at the American Airlines Arena. Again, the game starts at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Dallas Stars beat the Toronto Maple Leafs by a score of 4-1 yesterday. Finally, I want to talk about the offensive side of the game for the Montreal Canadiens since December 16. But first of all, The Montreal Canadiens in the last 14 games are a record of 10-3-1 for 21 points, and they are the number 2 and the same thing with the most points since December 16. They score 15 goals. They are the third in NHL. The goal per game for is 3.57, and they are the number 1 in NHL. Goal again, 33 goals per game is 2.36, sixth best team with the less goal against in NHL. The goal differential is plus 17, and they are number 1 in NHL. On power play, they are 12 with 22%. PK with 84%, they are number 9. During that span of the 14 game, Cole Caulfield, Lane Hutson, 16 points. Suzuki, 13 points. Laney Caulfield lead with the most goal with 7. Doc have 6 goals during that span. Then you have Amia plus 13, Evan plus 11, and Hudson plus 10. Cole Caulfield at 5 versus 5 score all the 7 goals last 14 game with the Montreal Canadiens. Let's finish with Lane Hutson by number. What happening to him with his 3 assists? Now lead, of course, the rookies with the most points, 35 points in the beginning of the season, compared to all the defensemen in the NHL. With 35 points is 6 in NHL. 32 assists is 5 in NHL, and 14 points on power play is 6 in NHL. The last 5 games, he has 8 points with plus 5, and the last 20 games, he has 22 points. This is what Lane Hutson brings to the Montreal Canadiens. If you think about this, honestly, we talk about the offensive side of the game is Montreal is changing. It gets better and better. Is the reason why the Montreal Canadiens score more goals since the beginning of the season. And that's it. That's all for this show today. Now it's your turn to leave me a comment below the video about this episode. And of course, remember, you are greatness inside of you. And we wish you an amazing, great, blessed day, everybody.